they suffer from identity crisis. See, when somebody robs you of your culture, heritage, and norms, you get what we call identity crisis.
What is good, people, and how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. Let me know how you're doing down in the comment section. If you're coming from the main page, I see you. If you just come across this channel, House of the Blues, I see you and I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys on this channel. You guys, it's that time of the year again, because I know this is a conversation that, comes up like once in 5 months or once in 6 months. We have a Somali who has a message for Black people, and if you are an OG from the former page, you will probably understand that I have talked about something like this before. So this Somalian guy has a message for Black people, and he needed to clarify their identity to us, and I feel like I will just allow the clip to roll because nobody is going to pass that message across than himself. So let me just roll the clip so you guys can see what he said.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black. Let me ask you a question. Are Moroccans and Egyptians black? Tradition, our history, our culture are so much more different compared to these other countries that are actually black. Joshua Bill, if you're not black, what are you? I'm Somali. Let me ask you a question. If you were to see a very dark Indian man, would he be identified as a black person or just an Indian?
Somalians have to literally remind us that they are not black. But this particular TikToker can literally pass as my brother, because as judging from his skin color and how he looks, I can clearly just say, oh, this person is a black person. Like if I see this guy out of the blues, I can literally say this person is a black person. If he is in the United States, do you mean that if a police should stop you, you will tell them, oh, I'm not a black person, I'm Somali? Like, I want to get to what they are saying about this. I have a particular video that I uploaded on the other channel about a lady this time who talked about how they are not black and they have Somali. This particular conversation is always coming up, like I said, and people are always contributing whenever these videos comes up. I want to share with you some of the things that people have to say about this video, because I can tell you that this particular TikToker that made this video looks like the regular black person on TikTok. And before they even start asking you about your nationality, people are going to see your color first. The fastest we come to that understanding, the better for us. Let me roll the clip of what people have to say about this video, because you all definitely know it's TikTok and people are literally going to have something to say. So let me roll the clip so we can see what the people, especially black people, are saying about this video.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not.
And who cares that you are not black? We all know that most of these Somalis, they suffer from identity crisis. See, when somebody robs you of your culture, heritage, and norms, you get what we call identity crisis. When the Arabs came to us, East Africa, they introduced Arabic and Islam, and they robbed us clean of everything that we knew, our culture, our heritage, our norms, our names, name it, and they gave us Arabic. And now, most of these North Africans like Sudan and Somalis and Eritreans, they identify as Arabs. They confuse ethnicity for a race. Like your race is your black or brown. Your ethnicity is your Somali. But they say, no, we're not black, we are white. We are Arabs, we are this. If you sleep in a garage, you don't become a car. Just because you feel you speak Arabic and you whatever you feel like you're Arab, you're not Arab. You are black and you are African. And that's it.
Somalis are not.
Race and ethnicity be whooping your asses. Your race is black, but your ethnicity is Somalian. I don't know why it's so hard to understand that concept. Y'all act like if y'all remove yourself from the so-called black race, y'all gonna be treated differently. Y'all not. Y'all still gonna be considered black. I have an article for you to read, young man. You need to read this, not even article, this research paper. I'm applying to a PhD program, and I'm literally doing research about black people being criminalized in America. And I have a research paper for you to read. Hold up. Read this article. It's called The Disadvantage of African American and Somali Men in the U.S. Criminal Justice System by Dorian Crosby and Shanita R. Brazilton. Please go read this. Let me tell you something. Once you go read this, you would never ever try to distance yourself from the black race. Black people and Somalian men in the criminal justice system are being treated the same. Why? Because when you get into the criminal justice system or when you get arrested, then they don't give a fuck about your ethnicity. They don't care about that. They just see you as a black man and they treat you so poorly and horribly that they don't even give a fuck about your ethnicity. So y'all need to stop trying to act like Somalian people or people from a different ethnicity group is not black. You're black. When they see you, you're black. When you walk into that room, any room, you're black. The problem with y'all is that y'all have a hard time understanding race and ethnicity. Let me give you an example. I'm a black man, right? When you see me, I'm a black man, which means my race is black. My ethnicity is Guinean. Why? Because that's my cultural background and that's where my parents is from. It is not a hard concept. Let me tell you something. Your ethnicity goes out the window when you are being criminalized, you're arrested, when you're applying for jobs, when you're applying for housing. Your ethnicity goes out the window. They only ask you for your race. And what you have to say, you have to say you're black because that's what you're presented as, right? Or that's what they see. I feel like a lot of people say that they're not black so they could distance themselves from African American people. And you have to realize that we are all the same. Okay? We're no different or we're no better than someone who's African American. And this is the problem I have with people in other countries and in America who don't consider themselves, black because they want to distance from the African American. Learn more, educate yourself more, because at the end of the day, if a police stop me and a police stop an African American person, we're gonna be treated the same. So we need to stop trying to distance ourselves from the black race so we could, be inclusive to our own ethnicity. It's not gonna work.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not black.
We're talking of the people who once applied to join the Arab League. Those ones. Today you are Somalis because the Arabs rejected you. The rejected food. I know, right? You badly wanted to be one of them and they were like, social distancing. And because since day one you've never wanted to identify yourselves as Africans or blacks, what did you do? You chose to call yourselves Somalis, not Africans, not black, not Arabs, though you badly wanted to be Arabs, but the Arabs so you chose to call yourself Somalis, which is very okay. I'm telling you, it's very okay. At least deep down inside, you know why. You know why you don't want to call yourselves black. Maybe it's the burden of guilt. Maybe it's the burden of guilt. You know what I mean? I know. I don't understand why you always have to assure and reassure us how black you're not. Because as far as I know, no black person has ever claimed you. Like, if we are to claim, we have a lot of people to claim. We have the Jamaicans, that we have the CDs, we have all those people. Like none of us have ever forced you to be black, but you always, every day you wake up, you have to tell us how you're not black. I am not black, without even nobody asking you. For you, you're telling us I'm not black. I've not asked you, but I am not black. I am not black. Who cares? Sweethearts, the black we have in Africa is so enough. We don't need no additions. You are free to come out as green, as pink, as whatever you can identify as insects. We don't care. Like, we don't care. You see, moments like this make me love, respect, thank my ancestors more for never putting me in a position where I have to explain myself to the world every day. My identity, my origin, who I am, my skin color, like, wherever you are, guys, whether you're in me, whether you're besides me, in front of me, at my back, whether you're up or down, my ancestors, wherever you are, thank you so much. Because what is this? I can't see myself having to explain myself every day that I'm not black, or I'm not white, or I'm not this. Like, Somalis, we don't care. Those who want to be black, be. It's okay, thank you. Those who don't want, it's also well. Like, we're tired. We're tired of your rantings that you throw all the time at I'm not black. You're not black. And you're not Arab. You're not Arab because the Arabs denied you, rejected you. That's why today you're Somalis. But just know if the Arabs accepted you as their children, today you would be hawking that narrative of, we are Arabs, we are Arabs, we are Arabs. Bambi.
Somalis are not black.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I know this type of discovery might have been so hard on you. But just so you know, when a white person looks at you, they see black in black. Black, black. Most don't actually even differentiate between a Somali and an East African or a Kenyan. They see black, they say black. They see black before nationality or anything else. And if we could turn back time and go back to colonization, do you actually think you'd have been able to tell the colonizers or white people, oh, please, 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 don't cut my testicles off. Don't make me to be a slave. Please don't grape me. Because, I'm not black. I'm just Somali. Or when they colonized Africa, they would have been like, no, 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 no. We are able to differentiate between black and Somali or black and Ethiopia. So leave those people alone. Don't colonize that country because, they don't see themselves as black. They just see themselves as Somali. Do you think if you lived in America and a white racist cop stops you, they will be like, no, 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 I'm not going to use a lot of force or kill you because I don't see color first. I see nationality. As a Pan-African and someone who appreciates who we are and the richness to being black and someone who recognizes the power that we hold to a point that some people felt so inferior and jealous that they had to do all that they did to us, this makes me so sad. Seriously, it does.
Somalis are not black.
If you say so. If you say so. I'm just going to be a nice American and warn you that you look like you could be my cousin. And to some of these people in America, I'm guessing you're American because you're speaking English. They're not really going to see a difference, They're not going to ask for your card to prove that you're Somali or you're Moroccan versus being me, the Negroes descended from slaves. But, okay, you're not black. You're not black. You're Somali. Good luck with that.
This is one of those conversations that is always so funny to me. Whenever they come up on TikTok or whenever anybody like them post videos like this on TikTok, if you enter a room, you are black. Like if you enter a room before you are given an opportunity to express yourself or even talk about where you come from, people already have an idea of who you are, which is by your color and which is black. So having to say, oh, I am not black is so unnecessary. Like that lady said, nobody is even trying to claim the Somalians. But they see the need to constantly remind people that they are not black. Why? And if you feel like you are not black, why do you have to put that question on your video and ask that question if Somalis are black? Like if it is so obvious that you guys are not black, trust me, you will have no reason to even put out a question in the first place. So it's very funny. The young guy that was shot in the head by a white man when he entered the wrong street to go pick up his younger ones was literally shot twice in the head because that white man saw his skin color. It could literally be anyone. So will you be saying, oh, I'm not black, I'm Somali? When colonization happened, when slavery happened, they didn't cut off the testicles like this lady said, just because they are Somalis, right? It's not making so much sense, and that's the reason why I feel like it's funny. People see your color before you even utter any word. So you saying Somalis are not black, I'll be the very first person to say it. Let me be the one to break it to you. You're not even near the very first 10 people to say it on TikTok. So saying I don't mind being the very first person to say it, like people actually give a heck. A lot of people who stitch to that video to let you know and educate you that you're not even seeing things right. So are you saying that majority of people are color blinded? Like if they see you, they are not seeing black, they are literally seeing Somali. At this point, maybe these people will come online to tell us, oh, we are not black, they should literally start writing on their entire body that they are Somali. I think that's the easiest way to be able to tell people without opening their mouth that they are Somali. But even with that, from afar, people still see black. So before you get a chance to introduce yourself, so far people can set their eyes on you, you look like our cousins, you look like a black person. They already assume you're black. So this conversation is so funny and unnecessary sometimes, because why are you reminding us that you guys are not black? Who asked you? I saw a comment that says you guys can be anything. You guys can even decide to identify as purple. Nobody cares that much. There's no need to remind us. If you guys are not black, we no need to remind us that you guys are not black. Like, we will know, we will see, the world will see. And I will advise you read the book that was recommended by the other guy, because I'm about to go search it because I'm interested as well. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. Like I said, these are conversations that just come up like to remind us one or twice in a year that they are not black. So just in case we come across another one that is able to tell us and explain better to us how they are not black and can convince us, I will let you guys know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please, if you have not subscribed, kindly do so and turn your bell notification on as well. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys, and I love you all.